As you guys can see from the title, today we are doing whole collection project pan updates. Yes, you guys, I'm wearing the same thing as my last video because I'm trying to film when I can in batches because you guys know life is crazy. It is raining today. There's nothing to do. I have a day to be free except for I have to go shopping for a new rug, but taking advantage. I am taking advantage. So today we are updating you guys on my 7 products for the whole collection project pan. I'm excited about this update because I did amazing. Surprisingly, still I did amazing. So I'll tell you how I did amazing and why I did amazing because I do have a theory as to why. So anyway, if you're interested, stay tuned. But first, if you're new, Alejandra, I go by Alex, eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash project pan. If that is some kind of content you want to see on your feed and continue to see it, subscribe and join us. And now let's get on with this update. Okay, you guys, so I have exciting news and I just want to share with you guys real quick. I think the reason why I'm doing so well with my project pan updates, even though I'm not wearing as much makeup, is because I'm not buying new makeup. Oh, did I just blow somebody's mind? Maybe I did. I just blew my own mind. I've learned that the less I buy, the more I am in tune with the products that I am panning, as well as shuffling through my makeup and pulling out things that I already own. Like today, I'm wearing the Paradise Islands palette from Nomad, even though I really want the new one. I'm probably not going to get it because I really like this one more. So I just pulled it out to enjoy it. So because I'm not buying new makeup, you guys, I am having so much fun actually fulfilling my usage goals and things. So let's get started on the first product. All right, the first product I had rolled in was this ColourPop Blue Moon palette. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Last month, I had used this 6 times. My goal was to use this 10 times. As you guys know, my goal in this project pan is always like 10 uses. If I can do pan or usage or fully use something up, I will, but mainly it's 10 uses. So here's what this one looks like. Beautiful palette. When I look at this, I'm like, do I really want to use blues? But once I dip my brush in here and start playing around, I really do enjoy this palette. There's depth in here and there's lightness where you can make quite a few looks without it looking the same and redundant. So I did use it, my 10 uses, so this is rolling out. Here is my other palette that I had. This is the Sultry palette by Anastasia. I had only used this one time last time. One time, and my goal was to use this 10 times, and I have since used it 10 times. This was so easy for me to use, you guys. I've used this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, this one, this one. You can probably see where I have used it and where I have a little bit of dips. I've used it 10 times, and I didn't necessarily just use one shade, the 10 uses. I've mainly used everything but the black, the slate, and this shade right here. Everything else pretty much got touched. It's a beautiful palette. I really, really do like it. And I even like this one with a tan. Typically, I go for warm oranges, coppery, reds, gold kind of thing. But this one looks really nice with a tan. So I am digging this palette. This is one of my favorite neutral palettes ever, like one of my top. Seriously, one of my top. I love this one. Okay, the Dior lip product in $6.89. I had only used this 2 times last time, and my goal was to use this 10 times. I have used it 10 times. How I found a way to use it is anytime I wore a bold fuchsia, orange, red, burgundy kind of lip, I topped this off on top of it. And you don't need a lot of this. And the beauty of this is because this is a gel formula, not a lip gloss formula. It melted into my lips and it made it look like one with my lips. It didn't make the lip product run all over, especially with liquid lipsticks. It was perfect. So now I know that when I wear liquid lips, I can top this on top of it instead of a lip gloss or another lipstick on top of it. This is such a beautiful formula, and I'm so glad I got use out of it. I'm scared that these are going to go bad very, very soon. I've had these for quite a while. They're still working great, but I can't, it's hard for me to use these up completely. So I'm just going to keep trying to grab them as I go along throughout the summer so then I can get my most use out of all of these. Alrighty, the L'Oreal Endless Sea. This was a single shadow that I pulled in, and this was so much fun to wear. So this is what this will look. So you can see some sort of usage. It would have looked really nice with my eye look today. I had only used this 3 times last time, and my goal was to use this 10 times. And again, I did use this 10 times. I used it mainly on my lower lash line. Anytime, because if you follow me on my Pan Those eyeshadows, you know that for the last 2 months, I've been rolling in neutral shades. So these kind of shades are perfect because I can use these as a liner. I can use this as a pop of color in the inner corner, or I can use them on the lower lash line. It's so much fun to see a bronzy kind of eye look with a pop of like a green or a blue. Love it for the summer. So this came in handy, perfect. And this formula is so good. So good, my goodness. It's a shame that these are not around. I think they are actually discontinuing all of them. I haven't seen them in a lot of stores. It's been select few where I've seen the originals. So I am rolling this out because I did get my 10 use goal. My Kiko, I think this is called chocolate something, chocolate brown maybe. This is the shadow stick. I had used this only 10 times and my goal was to use this I had only used it 3 times. My goal was to use it 10 times, and I have. How I ended up using this was in my tight line, my waterline, and as a liner. I did get an opportunity to use this as an actual deepening shade on my outer V. Such a beautiful shade. Creamy. It blended like a dream. It was soft. It looks dark. But then when you put it on, it shears off to be a very soft look, but you can build on it to make it even deeper. I love that about that because it's not super dark from the beginning and then it's hard to blend out. It was perfect. Really like this formula, but I was able to use this 10 times, so it's all rolling out as well. All right, so this product I rolled in last month. This was the Kat Von D Raw Power. My goal was to use this 10 times. This was so easy to use the 10 uses, guys. This is a beautiful liner shade. I used it as a liner. I used it as an outer V. I used it as a mixing shade with a different Pan Those eyeshadows on my lower lash line. I used it all over the lid. I mean, I ended up using this more ways than I expected to use for it to be a burgundy. And it worked out well with my bronzes and my golds. Such a beautiful shade. And the formula is so pretty. So pretty on this. You can kind of see a little bit of a disturbance in the center. There's a lot of product in here. There's 2.8 grams, almost 3 grams of product in these. These are going to last me a lifetime, but these are such a great formula. Really enjoyed it, and I'm so glad that I got my 10 uses out of it. And I got my 10 uses because I wasn't spending money on new things where I had to test them out as much. And this just worked out well with everything that I was using. And last but not least was this. This was the MAC Raining Riches Glitter. My goal was to use this 5 times. And when this got rolled in last month, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that it's 4th of July month. And that's how I was able to use this to 5 uses. Because my kids wanted red nails on their toes or pink nails on their toes, I was able to use the glitter on them. I actually painted my nails and I put the glitter on there, and I even used it on my eyes the day of 4th of July. So I ended up getting my 5 uses out of it. Rather easy because it was 4th of July. I never remembered that it was 4th of July, and I'm over here stressing how am I going to fix this in here. And it worked out great. It really did. 5 uses. It looks like I barely did anything to this because there's so much glitter in here. And the beauty of this is like a bronzy red. It has gold and it has dark brown, and then it has red flexes in it. So it worked out so well. Very, very happy that I was able to get my 5 uses because I really thought that was going to sit in here for months trying to get 1 use a month out of it. But because of 4th of July, I took advantage. Everyone wanted red or pink, so I was glittering it up at all over the places, and I'm so happy I did. All right, you guys. So if you've been keeping track, I actually ended up using all these products and meeting all of my goals on them. Again, it was because I wasn't bringing in a lot of new makeup that I was able to concentrate on these. And it was a lot of fun to integrate these into my everyday makeup, things that I wanted to use, things that I just wanted to pull out and play with that weren't necessarily in project pans. It's been working out great. So that means we're bringing in 7 new products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 products. And as you guys know, all of my rules are down in the description box. That means 2 per category. I will not be rolling in anything that is more than 2. So I'm going to try to screenshot things. I have updated this. I don't know how well it is updated, but we're gonna make it work. So let's start out with the first product.
Bodyography Prism.
Ooh, Bodyography Prism. That is a single, like a press single. So that's pretty. Prism is like a green. That's really, really pretty. All right, let's go with the next one.
Inglot 02.
That is a Z palette full of Inglot singles, which finally they come up here. So we have one palette in here.
Profusion Citrine.
Ooh, that is another palette. So we have our two palettes in. No more eyeshadow palettes.
ColourPop 405.
That's a single. So now I have two singles, two eyeshadow. All four things are eyeshadow products. So that's it for eyeshadows, basically, unless I get a shadow stick.
Touch in Solitalia.
This is a cream eyeshadow. I'm debating if I should let this in because this is not a pressed pigment. It's not a single. We're just gonna go with it. Because it's technically it's different. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need two more. Two more. Here we go.
Aesthetic Strobe Light to Med.
That is a highlighting face palette, light to medium, okay? And one more.
Makeup Geek Enchanted.
And that is a pigment. I guess we're taking that one too. I got no lip products, you guys. So let me pull out all these items and I shall return. Okay, that took a little bit because I could not for the life of me find the ColourPop single because I thought it was one shade, so I kept skipping over it. So anyway, let me catch my breath. So the first thing that we pulled out was Bodyography's Prism, which is my favorite color out of all the ones that I own. This is by far my favorite. If I can get this little stopper out. This is what it looks like right here. I have used this a ton. You could probably see I've used this a ton. I love this shade. This is in the color Prism. Look how beautiful that is. It's like a green shift. Oh, I love this shade so much. So my goal is 10 times. As you guys know, I use these 10 times. All of my things in here will be 10 times. The next thing I pulled out, let me look because I forget. The next thing I pulled out was my Inglot number 2, which is this palette right over here. These are all of my Inglot shades. This is only half of them. I have another Z palette full. My goal is just to use this 10 times, however I see fit. Because some shades in here are cooler tones, so I don't care for them. Like this one up here, that one down there, that one right there, this one, that one. So anything I want to use in here, I got to use it 10 times. I'm content because I rarely reach for these anymore, so I'm very happy about that. Then I pulled in this Profusion Citrine, which is the only other Profusion palette I own. I own the green one and then this yellow one, and I've been meaning to pull out this yellow one and I can't open it up for the life of me. Oh, it's because it's taped. Dummy. This is what it looks like. I have not touched this at all because I've been concentrating on the green one. I'm very happy that this came out because I've been wanting to use this one. It's just I haven't had the opportunity. My goal is to use this 10 times. So you're gonna see a lot of yellowy orange looks. Ooh, I'm so excited about this one. So this is also getting used 10 times. Then we rolled in ColourPop's 405, which is a color that I did not expect it to be this. This is it's a purple one. And ooh, it has glitter on it and stuff. I haven't used purple in so long. Ooh, this is really pretty. Oh my. Look how pretty that is. I don't know if you guys can see the glitter in here, but it is so pretty. Oh, that is very nice. I like these two paired together. So my goal again is to use this 10 times. I don't see myself having an issue with reaching for that 10 times. This is fun to see this whole entire mixture. Then we brought this in. This is the Touch in Soul Metalist Liquid Foil in Talia. And you guys know that I've rotated through these, so I already know I like these. And this is what this one looks like. It's a lot cooler, a lot lighter, but I can top it off with other things in my collection. So I'm not too upset about it. So here it is right there. That's the swatch of it. And that's only the liquid side. It does bring a glitter side, but it's a really messy product. So I don't want to pull that out yet. So this again will be used 10 times. Then we brought in a face palette. This is the Aesthetica Light to Medium Highlighting Palette. This was a Emily Noel purchase. Got this off of Amazon. She spoke about this and I've never used it. So let's swatch these and see what it looks like, shall we? I'm going to swatch it right here on my palm. That way you guys can see it. It's a very, not very glittery or impactful shades. Can you see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not too bad, actually. And even the darker shade, I think, will work for me right now. So my goal, again, 10 times. This is a really pretty color. It's like this is a peachy color. Really like that. 10 uses out of this. And last but not least was my pigment from Makeup Geek in the color Enchanted, which will go really, really nice with this purple. Let's see if I can open it up without making a major mess. Ooh, this is what it looks like. Can you see that? And I'll share with you guys a swatch of it. There it is right there. It's very light because I don't have that much on, but if you wet it, it's really, really pretty. But I think that if I use this and then maybe top it off with this or even top it off on top of this will look really, really pretty. So again, this pigment, I want to use it 10 times. Ooh, I just saw a bunch of dust coming up off of this. This is going to be messy. It's going to be messy, but we're going to work with it. Ooh, I got it all over. Alrighty, guys. That is it. A whole new refresh. I'm very excited about the products that rolled in. Some of these products I haven't used, like the Profusion palette I haven't used. I haven't used this ColourPop one. I haven't used this one. But then there are other products that I have, like these 4 I have used. So at least I'm getting more use out of these products in here, which makes me happy. I'm very excited. I'm very chill. Like I think I'll get use out of these, and these will be a lot of fun to incorporate in with my Pan Those Eyeshadows, in my deck of panning, so on and so forth. So great refresh, Alex. Great refresh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put my videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, adios.